So talk about you said singleness as a gift. How does somebody shape that in, like, not so let's say if I don't see singleness as a gift right now, what are some ways to shape reform my image of what I think singleness is? So if I'm saying right now, I hear you saying it's just like, well, how is it?
Oh man, that's
how do I change my focus?
Yeah,
to look at it like
you change your focus by interviewing somebody that's where you want to be. Talk to someone married, and they'll tell you slow down. People always talk to single people, so it fuels that need and desire for relationship. If you go and talk to a marriage, even a successful one, or someone that's been divorced, but they are healed from that, never go to a hurt person or a person newlywed. The sex is good. Everything's great when it's new. It's shiny, but put some miles on it. Go to somebody when you look at the what's the thing in the front, where you look at the mileage, you say, man, y'all got 140,000 miles with each other? You got 40 years worth of miles with each other? Tell me about what's needed to be in this place. Everybody wants a place, but they don't want to prepare for it. So my advice to you is to ask somebody who is seasoned and solid and saved in their marriage, or seasoned, whole, and healed from a separation or divorce, so they can be able to tell you it's not everything that your young mind think it is. Everybody think it's cool until you actually do it. That's why, number one, go ask somebody who knows marriage and is successful at it with many years of not success or whatever, and ask them, yo, like, how was it? Number two, you got to find your purpose, because when I know my purpose from number two, going to the person of God and knowing who he is, he'll show me, yo, man, your purpose matters. People who do not have a sense of purpose settle. When you have a sense of purpose, you weed through the resumes. You're like, no, off of sight, because you know this life is too serious to settle. Listen, I couldn't settle because my purpose is so serious. Like, when it comes to partnership, companionships, fellowships, any kind of thing with a ship, meaning that if I'm going to be in a relationship with someone, whether it's in business or in marriage, I got to ask myself, do we relate? If you look at the word relationship, it's two words, relate and ship. Before I sail with someone on a ship heading to a place of promise, I got to ask, do we relate? Do our purpose relate? Do our beliefs relate? Do our philosophies relate? Do the bulk, the 80% of who we are relate? Because you're not going to always relate on everything, because that's growth. You got to say, yo, because I know my purpose, you're not on my list to be on this ship with me, because you may be the one causing this ship to sink. Number one, go talk to somebody who's married, because you need a reality check. I would say go to God, but people don't really go to God. they don't go to, some people need a reality check. Yeah. Like these kids at the school, you need to take them scared straight. You need to take them to a jail. That's the next field trips next year. I'm gonna have about 4 trips to a jail cell, and I'm gonna say, you know what? Here is where you're heading with these practices. When a person sees a reality check, they're like, you know what? I'm not afraid of this. I just respect it more. When I respect something, I do what it takes to prepare for it, and then the reverence of God builds. Most people who are on fire for God are usually the people who had a culture shock or reality check, and they realize, yo, this is killing me. When you have a reality check with the sin, you begin to love God more. I could tell people to go to God first, but that's cliche. Sometimes you got to tell people, go to someone who will give you a reality check and scare you straight. And then you'll be like, you know what, God, thank you for saving me. Because when you talk to some people, they'll tell you it ain't always what's cracked up to be with that kind of mindset. So if you're a teenager, man, don't even think about a relationship. You know what I'm saying? He can't even do nothing for you. She can't even do nothing for you. What can he buy you? He's got to ask his mom for the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care if he sells sneakers on eBay and he got a bunch of money. He still can't pray for you. The boy half of us don't even know how to pray at 40 and 30 years old. So what makes you think a teenager knows how to pray? There's a lot of variables in a relationship that matters to marriage.